Hey, it's Jamie. That's me here. I am back to have a quick chat with you guys for those that care and for those that don't. Okay. Listen, the Braxtons are back with a new show called The Braxtons. Okay. After taking a hiatus from the Braxton family values and since the passing of one of their sisters, Miss Traci Braxton. Okay. The ladies are back giving us more content, more to dig into, more for us to critique, scrutinize, and everything else when it comes to this messy show. And I hate to say it, but this toxic family. All right. Now, what's going to be up for discussion now is Miss Tamar, who tells the people that she learned at a later time about Tracy's illness. She did not know. She says that she asked everybody. The mama wouldn't tell her, the siblings wouldn't tell her, and she had to find out in a very interesting way that I'm so surprised that they was willing to reveal this information to her. Girl, I was like, well, what about HIPAA? Are we going to think about HIPAA? Does HIPAA qualify in any type of capacity when it comes to this type of information? Okay, maybe so, maybe not. Okay, but I want you guys to go ahead and check out this clip and get into what Tamar has to say about her learning about, the issues that were taking place with her sister.
What made you stop your life and just be there for her 24 hours a day?
I mean, it's something about when she tells you she don't want to be by herself that you're like, all right, I'm not gonna let you.
Right.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Because I got there when I found out. So that's late in the game. So I didn't show up because I didn't want to show up. I didn't find out until then. I found out by mistake. No one sat me down and told me anything. I was at home in Encino, and she helped me put my closet together. And maybe like a couple weeks after that, mommy was in the kitchen cooking, but then I heard like distress. Does that make sense? Have you ever seen your parent not cry but weep? Mommy was weeping. And I was like, what's wrong? I was like, what? And Mommy said, well, I'm not at liberty to tell you. It's like, I don't know what that means. And I called everybody and nobody would tell me. I called Trina, I called Twanda, I called my brother, I called my dad. No one would tell me. And I remember we were all in the living room with the hospice doctor, the nurse. That's when I found out. He said that she had about 2 weeks. Do y'all remember that?
Yep.
You know, for me, there's something that I still struggle with because I don't understand why I was the last to know. I still feel like it was a bit unfair for me because I lost time with my sister, and I feel like anybody would feel that way.
I couldn't tell you because Tracy asked me not to. Tracy said, I will tell her. And what could I do?
Just me?
Not you, Tony too.
No, Tony knew.
No, not at that time.
Yeah, because at that time,
I have
and
the
Tracy
time.
were kind of at odds, though. It wasn't.
No, we
like,
wasn't at odds.
Oh.
Do you know something I don't know?
All right, so y'all just got a snippet of how things went down with Tamar, Tracy, her learning the details of everything. Listen, I do feel like this. If Tracy did not want Tamar to know about her medical condition or her illness at that time, I don't think that Tamar should have known at that time in a sense, but I don't know how long it had been since Tracy had been ill and when everybody else found out about it. Now, if the entire family knew and she didn't know, I do feel like that may be a bit messed up that y'all would not just go ahead and share that with Tamar. Maybe they were afraid that Tamar was gonna blast it out on social media or whatever when maybe Tracy wasn't ready for that, right? But I feel like if Tracy specifically told their mom, hey, don't tell such and such about my condition at this time, then I agree with the mama in not necessarily telling Tamar. Now, I don't know if it's going to be more to this video that we're going to wait to see and give our thoughts on or whatnot, but I agree with the mom supporting Tracy's decision as it is her personal business to not share that information with Tamar, and then maybe Traci wanted to be the one to specifically tell her on her own. Okay, now y'all got to let me know whether you felt like Miss Tamar was right or wrong to reach out to the doctor. Now I feel like you can do what you want to do when it comes to the doctor. Okay, if you want to reach out to a call the doctor, whatever, but I feel like the doctor could have potentially not had told that lady business, right? The doctor could have not said something. But being that the doctor was believing she was about to pass away in the next few days, maybe the doctor felt okay releasing that information. But I feel like it falls more on the doctor for sharing than it does for Tamar reaching out to the doctor trying to find out the particulars when it comes to her sister. You know what I'm saying? So that right there, I'm not really too sure about. And then Trina, listen, Trina over there talk about, so well, girl, you and Traci wasn't even on good terms. Tamar like, don't do that. Don't play with me like that, girl, because obviously we were on pretty great terms. I don't know what it is that you're talking about, love, but you need to get that together. That's not what's happening here. Listen, the way Miss Traci used to be into it with Miss Tamar and being into it with Tawanda, I can see why Trina may have thought that maybe they was at odds and that's why she didn't want her to know, right? Maybe that had a little something to do with it. But clearly Tamar saying that it's not, so I don't know. But at the end of the day, I do feel like it was Tracy's business. So if she didn't want her to know at that time, it is a bit messed up because what I don't like about this family, as much as we don't like Tamar's actions at times, Tamar don't be wrong completely when she says that the family be having secrets. The family be leaving her out of SHI. I don't think that's necessarily right. Y'all be wanting to be all in her business and what the hell she got going on. So when she trying to find out what the hell going on with her own nephew or sister or whatever, don't nobody want to say nothing. And it's crazy because everybody was on lock. She said she called her brother, she called her daddy. Okay, she called everybody and they didn't tell. Why you ain't call Scratchy? Scratchy could have possibly told you the way Tawanda act like she been so close to him. Maybe if you would have called, he would have been close with you too enough to tell you what was going on with his mom, maybe, or maybe he would have just been loyal and honored his mom's decision, which was to not have you know about it at that time. I mean, when were y'all going to, notify her of that? I do understand her being in her feelings about, not having as much time with her sister as other people may have had the time with her sister right before she passed. But at the same time, it's like, Tamar, were you really going to shut everything down to be by the side of your sister? Were you really going to do that? I don't know. Maybe you would have had the sympathy, you would have felt bad for her. But now we did see video. Y'all are showing the same videos of how you guys showed up to support her and be there for her in that moment. But what kind of support would you have really offered? I mean, when it came to your own niece's funeral, you didn't even want to attend that for the stuff that you had going on or whatever the case was. So I don't want to think that you wouldn't show up for your sister, but I would question, would you have really shown up for her if she needed you and she exposed to you everything that was really happening with her and her illness? You know what I'm saying? But those are my thoughts about it. You guys hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you feel like Tamar was right or wrong to go around everybody, including Traci, to find out what was going on with her sister, and let me know if you feel like the doctor was wrong, and let me know if you felt like the mama was wrong, because at the end of the day, maybe the mama should have told her. Okay, leave your thoughts and comments down below, honey. I'm Jami, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, follow me on Instagram and on Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming, I swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden, they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. When I catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.